Hi, how's everyone? Thanks for coming back. Hello and welcome. If you are new, I'm glad you found me. It's Tuesday, I hope. Believe, and now we've got the hidden truth for the Tuesday reading. So I went ahead and dealt the animal wisdom deck, and we deal the middle row here. This is the one on the left here. This is the facade. The one in the middle is the hidden truth, and the one middle right is the reality. Okay, then I pulled the three for the foundation and three crowning. Um, so we'll go ahead and explore this. There's a feeling of effort versus outcome here, okay? There was conflict, there was second guessing and self doubt, and there is the energy of finding yourself in a recurring pattern. Okay, so here with the facade is this. We've got the five of branches, the five of wands in the reverse, scorpion energy, because it's got a scorpion on there. But and yeah, it is the middle child, isn't it? So Scorpio energy, transformative. But in the reverse, this is talking about like not letting go of conflict here, okay? Oh no, this is letting go of conflict and harmony. Okay, yeah. I did see that earlier. So the facade was that everything was copacetic, right? Yeah, we're not fighting anymore. We're not arguing anymore. Okay, but why? That's sus, right? The facade was that all was good, that there was no conflict, there's no fighting, there's harmony, there was a truce, there was an understanding. We're not going to fight anymore. It's all good. We came to conclusions and we talked it through and we came to understandings. That was a facade. That was a facade. There were still hidden um hard feelings there. There was still conflict there. It's just there was, I think, an understanding or agreement that, we just won't talk about it. For better or worse, what they're showing me is that people laid down their sticks. They shook on it. There was an understanding, we're not going to fight about this anymore. For better or worse. We don't know if it was, out of defeat or out of mutual understanding here yet. The truth, the hidden truth in the middle of it all is the Six of Wands. This was a victory. This was recognition. This was I don't know, success. Yeah, a reward. But beware of conceit. So maybe somebody had you know, prideful feelings about this. Yeah, I won. I got them to lay down their wands. They're not fighting about this anymore. It could be something like that. It says be proud but humble. Okay, there's admiration and respect here. Remember, remember how you got there and who helped. Yeah, so there may be um yeah, I feel like somebody's coming out like, yeah, I won. I won because I got them to stop fighting with me about it. But you know what? I don't know, because it's not in the reverse. So this feels like honorable energy. So we're gonna go that way. Let's stay positive here, okay? There was an agreement to put down the sword, put down the wands, put down the fists. Come to a harmonious truce or understanding. And the truth is that was a victory, okay? But the reality, oh well, no, that's good too, because the reality here, we've got the Nine of Swords with Crow energy. Remember yesterday during the what reading was I doing yesterday? I don't even remember. The moon reading. Like right in the beginning of the moon reading, there was a crow outside my window he stood there for minutes crowing really loud. I don't know if it caught it on tape, but yeah, there was a crow outside my window just cawing away for minutes. So here we've got the crow, the Nine of Swords, but it came in the reverse. That doesn't seem like it's good, but it is, because I know in another deck of mine, it represents seeing the morning, seeing the sunrise, seeing a new day after this restless night. So I like this so far. I was coming in a little bit cynical about this. Like there was some underlying very prideful energy in here, and like almost the energy of um being happy at somebody else's defeat. But I'm gonna try to stick with the positive, or the more positive energy. I know words. So let's try that. All right, let's do this again. The facade was that there was harmony, okay? The hidden truth was that there is a victory here, and the reality is that Nine of Swords in the reverse. The nightmare is over, okay? The cobwebs are away from your eyes. The sun is rising. You made it through the dark night. You're able to see a new dawn here, okay? So maybe that's what this, it's like, because there's an element of truth giving here. We've got a Queen of Swords in the mix, right? It's like I feel like this was someone in your corner really alerting you to some kind of truth, because that's what the Queen of Swords does. She determines the truth, right? And she comes in very honorable, very in your corner, very on your side, very with the truth, not going to sugarcoat. You know, that's Libra, Aquarius energy with the Queen of Swords. And they don't sugarcoat because the truth is neutral. So it shouldn't affect you one way or the other, except, you know, to process it. So that I feel like there was someone in your corner here in the crowning energy that that helped you realize this. So let's do the foundational energy first. The foundational energy was that this was a fucking burden. You've got the 10 of Wands here, the scarab beetle. That's overburdened, okay? That's not being able to delegate anything to anybody else. But the key with the key with the 10 of Wands is that yes, it's the end of the cycle. You've got to put it down. And the key is that even if there's nobody to hand the burden off to, there's no loss in just putting it down. Don't hand it to anybody. Hand it to the ground. That belongs on the ground. Put it down. So the key with the 10 of Wands here is that there was a burden that you had to put down. Okay? We've got Judgment in the reverse. This not only comes in with the energy of revisiting something again that was supposed to have been put in the ground, but it also comes with some issues of self-doubt, like going back to it, like, did I make the right decision? Maybe I got to look at this again. Because you've got the Queen of Pentacles here in the reverse. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is in the upright. She is the last queen before the Empress proper. So she's the one that's got her shit together even more so than anybody else, right? She's generous. She's reliable. She's hardworking. She's truthful. She's intelligent and honest and smart and determined. That's that Capricorn energy, you know, hardworking. For honor, I heard, for honor's sake. But she's in this negative energy, which I felt initially when I looked at it, I felt somebody lamenting the fact that what they invested in didn't come to fruition, because the Queen of Pentacles will invest in good shit. But this kind of turns out, this kind of came across at first as somebody in the foundational energy, somebody is realizing that they did not invest enough in themselves. Okay, that's why when this cycle ends, they're still doubtful of their own abilities, because with this, in this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse energy, it's like there wasn't enough to invest into myself. It was because whatever this was a burden, so there was nothing left. And then now this person is now in self-doubt, like, can I move on from this? I mean, this is coming back around with this Judgment in the reverse. You have to look at this again, because it wasn't resolved. That's the foundation here. And the the conclusion that someone is coming to is that now they have to be greedy. Now they have to be greedy. And up here in the crowning energy, we have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, which is talking about kind of being greedy, right? Oh, no, it's the reverse of upright. It would be somebody who's being greedy, but in the reverse, it's different. So yeah, this Queen of Pentacles, usually in the upright, is very open and very generous. But in the reverse, it's somebody who kind of pulls back on that. And from the outside, some people might see that as being greedy. Okay, greedy just to be greedy. But from her perspective, there was something here that she's trying to recover from, because she wasn't able to invest enough into herself. Now she has to be greedy. Okay, there's a difference. From the outside perspective, it looks like she doesn't want to care for others. She's got nothing left to give. But from the inside perspective, it's like, I gave enough already. I gave so much already that I had nothing to give to myself. Okay, that's the foundational energy. Again, the facade is that there was an end to conflict. The hidden truth is that there is victory here to be had. I can't wait to get more into that card. And then the reality is that there was, you came through some kind of anxiety. Someone came through some kind of anxiety, but they had to suffer through it. Because it's like, in the reverse, to me, this is, now the night is over. Okay, they got through the nightmarish hours in between, and now the sun is rising and they have a little bit of clarity. They're able to work through that mental stress, that anxiety, the doubts, the fears, the whispers, the negative self-talk. You know what I mean? Everything that mental energy entails. And in the reverse, they're shedding that away, and the morning has come, and you know, somebody's gotten through it. That's the reality. There was like, somebody let go of all that was mentally burdensome, I heard. Crowning energy, here's that Queen of Swords. So we've got two corner cards. We've got a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and a Queen of Swords in the upright. This is Libra Aquarius energy, somebody honest and perceptive and just, unbiased and fair. I feel like somebody was in your corner. Maybe it was somebody close to you, a friend, an older lady, older feminine energy. Man or woman, doesn't matter. Gender ain't shit. It's all energy. But I'm sticking with the signs. Libra Aquarius energy came in. Okay? This in the Animal Wisdom deck, the Queen of Swords is an ibis, and I love that she has a feather right above her head, right where her third eye chakra would be. So this intellect is formidable. Someone with formidable intellect, okay, was able to help you see the truth. And the truth is, here we have Rat, the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, the Four of Fossils in the reverse. So in the upright, Rat is possessive and controlling, okay? This is somebody like, it's the Miser card in the Rider-Waite. They're hanging on to those Four of Pentacles for dear life. In some cases, yeah, absolutely hang on to them. You only have four. You went through the ace and the two and the three of recognition, and you have a little bit and you're kind of holding on to it. That's that Four of Pentacles to me. It's not always negative to me. Sometimes it's somebody who's looking out for their best interests. Okay? Here we have it in the reverse. This may be somebody who was a little bit um uh in some aspects you can think of it the opposite of being greedy, a little too generous. But usually it comes across as energy of somebody who took a gamble. So this Queen of Pentacles, I believe, is looking back and realizing that she was more than generous with other people, but because she's in the reverse here, there was nothing left to reinvest into herself. Okay? So this rat energy there, she took a gamble on somebody. She took a gamble. Okay. She took a gamble because I heard it's what she wanted to hold. And if you think about, look at the rat here in the upright, just like in the Four of Pentacles, they're holding on to those pentacles. Somebody wanted to hold on to something that they valued. And they were a little too generous to them for what they were giving back. And that ended up here, on this corner is the Lovers in the reverse. So there was some kind of non-cooperation. There was inequity here. Okay? Yeah. I feel like it made the relationship unequal. That whatever somebody was investing into it made it unequal. This all feels so one-sided. So one-sided. Now I'm asking if we can interpret it as two sides. I wasn't intending to do it that way, but let's try. No, I feel this is so one-sided. Just somebody coming to the realization that with all the effort, with all the investment I put into this, because I wanted to hold on to it, with this Four of Pentacles in the upright means that it's something of value that they want to cling to. Okay? But in the reverse, it's almost like dropping all that. Like, if you're holding on to something and someone flips you upside down, you lose it. And it's like, oh no, oh, my McChicken fell, whatever. It's like, it was kind of, I don't want to say it was ripped away, but I feel like it was unequal. So whatever you wanted to hang on to, you couldn't hang on to it anyway. Someone couldn't hang on to it. Right? The facade here again was that there was an end to that conflict. There was an end to something. There was some kind of harmonious truce, but it was fake. There was still all that underlying resentment and uncomfortableness and, seeing things that, how do I want to put this? It's almost like there was an understanding that somebody would appreciate the effort and acknowledge the effort and stop fighting about it, because it's been revealed to someone that somebody was investing in them greatly because they love them very much. And the facade was, okay, I'll stop fighting about it. The saving grace of this whole thing is that the hidden truth is the victory, okay? There is a realization here that this is part of an old pattern that keeps coming round. And I think this this could be Cancer energy. I feel Because, how do I put this? It's just that there's a realization that there was investment in places that did not give you anything of value. Give someone anything of value. I say realization because we have that Queen of Swords there. She unveils the truth. Okay? So, corner to corner, I'm reading this as the Queen of Swords unveiled some kind of truth and stood strong with you as you came to the realization. I feel an energy here that is very loyal. Air energy, Libra, Aquarius, very loyal. Okay? I'm in your corner, bestie. He's gross. Oh my God. You invested all of what you had. Queen of Pentacles upside down. Four of Pentacles upside down. You invested in this. And what did it get you? A Lovers in the reverse. A relationship that did not work. There was not equality there. There was not sincerity there. There was not, how do I describe the lovers coming into an agreement with sincerity and good intentions? Not there. It was a facade. There's no cooperation here in this lovers, right? So this Queen of Swords is telling this in reverse Queen of Pentacles, Mama, you got to reinvest in yourself. You spent too much on this other situation. Okay? And that's the realization coming in. And when they work together, there's a victory here. I love it. So corner to corner here. Lovers in reverse, six of wands, 10 of wands. Wow. I heard breaking free from a burdensome cycle. Look at that. The truth in the middle. And I say breaking free with this victory card because look at the hummingbird taking off after partaking in all this nectar that he won. Now he gets to take off in victory. Yeah. I'm out this bitch. So then we read here, Four of Pentacles, the gamble, Judgment in the reverse, the cycle coming around, and then victory in the middle. As soon as you can break through this cycle and realize that there was investment in something that didn't hold the same regard, you can release yourself. Someone can release themselves. Okay? Four branches. Nine of Swords, man, this was causing some deep anxiety, but you didn't want to talk to the other person about it because you had already agreed to let it go. Right? That's that five of wands in the reverse was putting down the conflict. And you felt like shit, I can't even tell them about it. The victory here is that you got through it and it's like it's not, and you know what? I'm not even thinking about that old cycle anymore. I'm not even thinking about that old cycle anymore. I got through it. I had nightmares for days, months, year, however long it took for that night to come through. Then we've got the Lovers in the reverse, the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, see? Because that relationship, whatever this love connection was that you poured all this effort into, it ended up how do I put this? It wasn't as harmonious as you thought it was. I heard no matter how much honey you poured into it, it would not stay sweet. Ooh, I gotta write that down. Hang on. No matter how much honey you poured into it, it would not stay sweet. Hang on. Yeah, that's a good one. That's going to be the title. So let's get some advice cards for the collective here, for the hidden truths, for the collective. Please give us some advice. Universe, the tower, storm warning. Okay, so there is upheaval. See, what was the facade? That there was harmony, that there wasn't any conflict anymore. So now we've got the storm warning, upheaval, restructuring, cleansing away the old. But it's okay. That's why this victory card here is here. It says, not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clear your path. So this is for the people who find themselves resonating with that judgment in reverse. The feeling of maybe I was wrong, the self-doubt, the reviewing, the re-reviewing, the hashing it over. Look, it's in the past already. It's in the foundation already. And they keep rehashing. The judgment says that it's supposed to be dead and buried. Okay? And that it's called up to be reviewed. But in the reverse, it means that you're not letting that cycle end. You keep calling it up. You keep reviewing. You keep doubting. You keep looking back. Okay? But the storm comes to clear your path. I wonder what this was. And I think it was just the realization with this Queen of Swords that the Queen of Pentacles was depleting herself with restless nights, trying to keep this love together when it was already upside down, because the harmony was a facade. Can we get some more advice, please? Get some advice for this, please. Oh, here they go. One at a time, please. One at a time. My hands are small. My hands are small, I know, and they're not mine. They are my own. High Priestess. So she fell out a little bit ago. I put her back in, and she's coming back out, okay? The receipts, baby. The receipts, you got them. Mama, what do they say about women in relationships? There's files upon files upon files in our head. We've logged everything. We know what you were wearing. We know what we were wearing. We know the dog we were looking at on the street when you said it. These are receipts, okay? This is the knowledge of the sacred feminine. Use your intuition here. This is, okay? Spiritual wisdom, high spiritual abilities. You know what you saw, I heard. You know the truth. Use your instincts. What is it telling you? What did you know what you saw? Like I said, you know what you saw. Don't let them gaslight you. North node, south node. I think that in tropical, the north node is in Aries and the south node is in Libra. So that means there's an energy of understanding that you have invested a lot in other people. That's that Libra energy, the relationship, the extending equality, balance, the scales of truth and balance into relationships one-on-one. That's Libra energy. You've spent that south node already in that Libra energy. Now the north node is pulling you into Aries energy. Now put some of that energy into yourself. The Aries represents your vitality, your spark, your self ambition, your self-worth, all that, fiery energy. So Aries and Libra are direct opposites, but complementary. So now the North Node in Aries is telling you siphon some of that energy that you have been putting into your one-on-one relationships and put it into yourself. You need to restart your fire. Okay, North Node, South Node. We got the pin cushion again, sharp, precise. Concentrate on your projects. I feel like this could be that Queen of Pentacles here. Protect your projects. Concentrate on what you're doing and protect what you are making. Okay, stay sharp, stay aware, stay on point, I heard. Oh, we've got a guardian angel here. We haven't seen one of the archangels in a while. We've got Archangel Gabriel. Okay, this is the Annunciation. Do, do, do. Boo, 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 boo. Hey, you guys. Heads up. This is clarity of divine purpose. I love it. Okay, that's coming in with that Queen of Swords. Hey, girl, I'm on your side, man. You've invested way too much in this. Can you put, it's not going anywhere. This is intercession and miracles also. It's a clarity of divine purpose. Finding, there, it says provider. Oh, hey, there's a provider. You're getting new direction. You're getting, a companion escort through the underworld. Okay. What was I saying about that Dark Knight with this Nine of Swords? I feel like that air energy with that Queen of Swords, male or female, Libra, Aquarius, maybe a Gemini. It's like they were chirping at you the whole time in order for you to get through this dark night. Archangel Gabriel, um, it's not just saying that he can be the guide through, but that he's announcing that a guide is now present, and that can also be um, a person. Okay, not just an angelic presence. It can be a person. How does God move in the world but by moving us to help each other and ourselves in the world, right? So this Archangel Gabriel feels like it's announcing the arrival of a helper, a companion, a new direction, strength from God. That's too many. Just one at a time. One or two at a time. Thank you. One or two at a time. My fingers are dry, so they're not falling out. There's one fortune cookie. Small luck. It's like they're saying that this person coming in, this guide, friend, truth teller, is a lucky thing to have. See a Six of Cups in reverse stuck in the past with that Judgment in reverse energy. Six of Cups is referring to the lovers here, and that was so sweet in the beginning. Remember, the lovers in this deck is the bees with the sweet honey and the nectar and cooperation, but it's in the reverse. So this Six of Cups reverse stuck in the past. You just keep remembering when it was sweet and doubting, I think you're doubting, like, why would it be, what? You're questioning, how can it go sour when it started out so sweet? You know? Oh, that's why. Kablam! Third party. There are too many fingers in this pie. That's why. All right, see? That's why. Somebody had too many forks. Somebody was forking around. Interesting how the turns table. Remember, you are air. That's that Queen of Swords energy. Come in with that sword, mama. Breathe, focus. Okay, decide, conserve your energy. Think and then cut shit away. Cut it away. The Crucible. Yeah, this is a time of testing. A trial of pressure, but transformation here, okay? Transformation through hardship. But, this little bit right here, this transformation through hardship, is reminding me of the energy we got yesterday of somebody facing something. It was their own doing. They did it to themselves. And I feel like the energy here that was stuck in this cycle kind of did it to themselves because they insisted on investing in something that had already gone sour. Okay? Let's do a couple more. I'm going to keep it below an hour, please. It's on like Donkey Kong. Get ready. I feel like that third part. Okay, for some of you, you might have to fight a bitch. All right? Get your nails done. Find your rings. One, two more, please. One, two more, please. Yeah, I mean, for some, it's even like somebody cheated and then you guys made up and he promised not to do it and you promised not to do it and maybe you guys, maybe you guys promised to get counseling and yeah, it still didn't work. Okay, now it's time to let it go. And I think we'll end with this one. It's the Lego blocks. Go back to basics. This came out recently, talking about when something ends, go back to the basics. And don't think of it as a downgrade. You have this 10 of Wands here, meaning you're putting some things down that have been burdensome. Okay, think of it. You're trying to walk up a hill with all these poles in your hand or sticks in your hand, and the harder you try to hold on, the more your hands bleed. Okay, so there is no shame, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, very, very prideful in her work. When you have to reassign something from the Queen of Pentacles, it sends us into a mental breakdown sometimes. Like, I can handle it, I can handle it, I can handle it. No, we really can't. But we see it as a failing if we have to put it down. It's kind of what this person was doing. It's like, if this fails, I'm a failure. No, it's freedom. It's the storm warning. It's something to clear your path. Okay? Go back to basics. Go back to simplicity. Go back to you and a pizza and your cat. That is heaven when you've been through hell. Okay? So that's what I have for the hidden truth. I hope that resonated with you guys. I hope the messages reached you for your highest good. If you vibed with my content, please take a moment to give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I am available for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. So if you're interested, my email, my Venmo, and Cash App are all in the description. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and I believe we have a collective general read set for tomorrow. So if you stuck with me this long, I appreciate you. And until I see you again in the next reading. Okay, thanks, bye.